Leos, it's almost as if the universe is asking you to slow down and smell the roses. It's very clear that you have this huge ambition or you're on the precipice of something massive that you know is going to be life changing for you and everyone involved. But the universe is like, let's just dial it back a little bit, almost going back to basics to focus in on this even to a greater scope. Okay. So Pisces season, the dreamer, the mystic, the healer, what we are wanting to tap in intuitively. The image that I first came through when I was shuffling was of sunflowers, which was very aligned, the sun being the ruling planet of Leo. But then it's kind of like it zoomed out for me, and then I saw this huge giant standing in a field of sunflowers. And so I was like, okay, like what does this represent? It almost seemed like I said, like you do have this huge vision, or you know that something big is coming, and that you've been getting all these different messages or downloads or support, these little flowers, this energy to support you. But it was almost as if you need to just honor everything that got you to this point, having joy in these little moments of happiness each and every day, being grateful for like the feeling of taking that sip of coffee, of eating a strawberry. Even I was just looking at the mirror before I filmed this and I was like, oh, purple buttons. Like this shirt has buttons that are a fun color. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Like you just really see that. And I'm like, that's something that just brought me joy in the moment. So how can you cultivate more joy, or maybe bring yourself back down to earth? Because part of me was like, oh, this giant ego that's like wanting more and more and more and more sunflowers to support it, more of a bigger field. So that could also be another manifestation of this, is like checking our ego a little bit. And if we can bring ourselves back down and honor all these little moments of happiness, it'll make that alignment and that focus easier to come by. It won't be so stressed. Another energy that was coming through was the energy of a shark, which was great in terms of you're very focused in what you want right now, whatever that goal is, Leo, in terms of health, money, family. Also, I think some of you are kind of focusing on children, either like really helping your child, wanting to bring in a new child. In terms of fertility for children or dreams or whatever you're wanting to create, please note the Pisces new moon on the 2nd of March. It's huge. That moon conjunction with Jupiter in Pisces, it's the best new moon of the entire year. So please take that into consideration when you're wanting to plant new seeds. And with the energy of a shark, it was also too in the 4th Harry Potter movie when Victor Crumb is like half shark, half human, and he comes and he like bites the seaweed and like takes Hermione away. I was like, oh, it was like very dominant and very masculine. It's like, you know exactly what you want. And do you have the people right now in your corner, on your team, in your immediate relationships that are kind of aligned in what you're wanting to create or what you're wanting to pursue? So going back to the child example, is your partner just as kind of like hungry or determined to allow that goal to come into fruition? If you're expanding a business, do you have the right employees and people in your corner that are going after that? I kind of think of like a lawyer or a realtor. It's like you want them to get in, get out, get the job done, no excuses. And so if that's kind of where you're at right now, whether it's with yourself of being laser focused and knowing exactly what you want, or having people surrounding you that have that same drive, that was really important. And then in terms of timelines, this is really interesting in terms of like being very clear for a general reading, is that June, specifically June 9th through 12th, it was like fireworks shooting out of the calendar. I was like, oh, okay. So that's coming up sooner than later in a few months. So that would be Gemini season in terms of expansion or excitement, or maybe the announcement if you are looking to conceive of something coming through around that time. So stay tuned for more, but definitely kind of mark that in your calendar, that contingent that you keep showing up, taking moments to pause and be grateful, having that laser precision focus and shark-like energy. that there are really good things to come. Always, but specifically for this channeled energy. So the tarot cards that I pulled, I'm using the Steel Wizard Tarot deck as opposed to the Rider-Waite because I feel it intuitively called, and just different messages can come through with the major and minor arcana. First three cards, we have the Nine of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. For me, this kind of energy is like maybe being stressed or anxious that money isn't coming in, or certain opportunities or certain goals that you're wanting. You're like, why is this taking forever? Or at night after you've worked so hard, maybe you're not seeing the exact energy or opportunity or money that you're wanting. And this kind of comes back to, okay, are we taking those moments to be grateful, to slow down, to really enjoy and to honor all the sunflowers, all the blessings in your life currently? Or are you always seeking more, I want more? These nights are coming, the Knight of Pentacles, these messengers are going to come. But if you keep staying in your head, if you're so stressed about what's to come and how it's going to manifest, it's just going to be delayed, or you'll miss the messenger completely. And really noting too with the Five of Swords where that narrative is coming from. What battle do you keep having again and again and again in your mind of maybe it's never enough, or I'm working so hard and the money, it's good, but I want more? Or are you fighting certain people that you're working with or that you're trying to hire on of like, this isn't what I want, why aren't these things working? I think part of it is just going to be slowing down a little bit. And part of it with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords is like, what's going on up here and what's going on here? Remember, we're in Pisces season. A lot of emotions are coming to the surface. Leo rules the heart. So we always want to operate from that place to really just honor ourselves in those moments. And of course, manifesting from our heart chakra to allow these nights, these messengers, these opportunities to bless us. This could also be as well, if certain opportunities are coming to you, maybe not ignoring them. So maybe it's not exactly what you want in this moment, but it's almost like God, source, the universe is being like, these people, these employees, or these opportunities are going to help you long term. So don't sleep on them. They could be great for you to invest in or to consider. And yes, still keep your eyes out for that shark type energy, but maybe only need one shark in your current field or scope, and you would need other worker bees or other people to help you grow and expand, or other guides or mentors or coaches to help you, or just more support. It's kind of like, that does just seem a little bit of like ego with what I channel, and the Nine of Swords and Five of Swords of like, nothing I do is ever good enough. And no matter who is trying to help me, I'm always going to feel like it's not enough. But then the next three cards that we have, Page of Swords, the Strength card, which is your card, Leo, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, don't forget your power. Like I said before, don't forget everything that got you to this point, all these little blessings, all the love and joy that you currently have. And even just with the Page of Swords, rethinking what it means for you to show up in this world, in this role. Are you still operating, walking, talking, dressing, thinking in ways that you were last week, a month ago, a year ago? Or are you consistently showing up in the version that you're wanting to create? And especially with the Page of Swords, this is talking about new opportunity, collaboration, contracts, conversations that are having. You might also just need to speak to yourself in new ways, which would make sense to me with this Five of Swords of like, what narrative are we continually repeating again and again in our minds of not being enough, this isn't going to work, there's a delay, and then causing that frustration and anxiety from the Nine of Swords and potential delays through money or situations that you're wanting to attract. And so now it really comes down to how we speak and think, and potentially new paradigms, new beliefs that are going to allow you, Leos, to expand. And I really love this Strength card. It came up for another sign, but in terms of like the dragon being more mystical, being more dreamlike, we're in Pisces season, that Pisces new moon, allowing your mind, allowing your dreams to grow and expand. With Leo being a fixed sign, it can sometimes be very focused and driven on one area and not allowing it to expand to bigger and better, or allowing different opportunities or ideas to come in, or allowing other people to come in and showcase different things that could help you and could benefit you. The Seven of Pentacles is like you've already planted some really nice seeds. You don't want to just burn the entire garden down if it's not working, or get frustrated. I give this analogy to clients. When you first plant, let's say a tomato, it's not going to sprout the next day. It starts growing, the tomatoes start forming, they start up as little buds, then they get bigger, they turn from green to red. And so you're not instantly going to harvest everything, and you're not just going to give up on your garden just because things aren't growing instantly. So have faith, Leos, that everything that you planted, everything that you're working towards with regards to career, health, money, family, love, whatever it is you're cultivating right now, maybe you are thinking of new ways of how to water that garden. Maybe you're going to be employing other people that can help to garden everything, so you have other time to relax and to enjoy other things. I think there's just other ways in either how you're thinking about the situation or other people that can help you to expand. But you have the foundation, that's very clear. And now it's kind of just like, how can we enjoy it or expand upon it or rethink different parts of it to allow it to flow a lot more easier. Yeah. The bottom card of your deck, the Fool. A brand new journey is obviously here, or a new way of thinking, a brand new paradigm, belief, even an opportunity as well. There might be this delay, or things aren't working in the way that you want because there's a completely different path that's right in front of you that you're meant to walk. So allow all the seeds that you planted, allow that beautiful sunflower patch to still be there. But maybe there's other fields and new gardens that you're meant to plant in the meantime to set another foundation, another income stream, another layer of expansion. Then when you come back to this garden, to this sunflower patch, it's even bigger and more benevolent. So I think that's also something I want you to think about as well. Is there another opportunity or another goal or dream that is manifesting that you can trust is also going to serve what you're currently doing? Ponder, okay? Especially around the Pisces new moon, lots of intuition, lots of messages, lots of fertility will be present. Beautiful. So that is my general reading for you all for this Pisces season. If you would like a resource to dive into that Pisces new moon energy, our new moon workshop is available on our website. If this reading really resonated and you want to say thank you with a tip or a donation, it's always appreciated. The link for our PayPal can be found in our bio. And currently my books are closed, but we will be reopening them in April. If you want to be on our waiting list in the event that a reading spot becomes open, you can just go to our website under the Contact Us tab and send us a message, and we'll gladly add you to that, okay? Fabulous. Thank you so much for watching, Leos. Have a beautiful rest of your Pisces season. Enjoy that new moon, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.